This morning, we announced our fourth resourcefulness report. And this morning, I'm happy to give you kind of a preview into that. And I think it is going to be really, hopefully, illuminating for you. But first, what is resourcefulness? We look at resourcefulness as the wise and careful use of vital resources, particularly water and energy. And it's about managing those resources efficiently and using them thoughtfully, and of course, delivering them reliably, safely, and affordably. So what were we trying to achieve with this study? We had 4 objectives. We wanted to explore the dynamic between utility industry leaders and informed consumers, and how they view utilities resourcefulness and the challenges faced by the industry. We wanted to gain insight into how the industry is evolving and what consumers are looking for from their water and energy providers. Of course, we wanted to compare this year's results with previous years and see how awareness, perceptions, and sentiments have changed over time. And we wanted to focus on the pillars of resourcefulness: effectiveness, efficiency, and sustainability. We hope that this report will be useful for you. I found sometimes reports like this are useful in driving company initiatives, and hopefully you'll get some data points that will be helpful for you in doing that. We surveyed more than 1,000 informed consumers, more than 1,000 utility executives in 10 countries. So it's a pretty beefy study. And today I'm going to share some insights from those. We identified 6 key themes, and I'm going to talk about 3 of them. The first theme has to do with consumers think utilities can and must do a better job of being resourceful. And utilities agree with that. Inefficiency and waste were a common theme in this study. Inefficiency, as you know, is an absolute killer when it comes to resourcefulness. For example, 2 trillion gallons of water are lost each year due to leaks in the US. Worldwide, over 3 billion cubic feet of natural gas is lost due to leaks and system inefficiencies in the distribution system, amounting to over $30 billion in lost revenue. And according to our research, 1 in 2 customers believe we're already being wasteful with our water, gas, and electricity resources. So I don't know about you, but who here wants to sign up for losses due to leaks? No one, that's right. So these inefficiencies meet our ability to meet the demands of our communities, and it ultimately erodes customer satisfaction. Consumers cited several concerns on their perceptions on efficiency and wastefulness. 1 consumer said antiquated systems causing leaks. 2 was too little use of renewable energy. And 3rd, not using innovative technology to be more efficient. As an industry, we need to do more to work on this. And this brings us to our second theme. We all have a role, even if we disagree on who is best to provide it and improve things. As we see in this chart, when it comes to resourcefulness, utilities say, you know what? I think it's consumers that are best equipped to achieve resourcefulness. But then consumers think that utilities are best equipped to do the same. Interestingly, neither group is looking for the government to lead. And these findings are consistent with previous reports. So regardless, we all have a stake in creating a more resourceful world, and we need to take action. One of the ways we can take action is through education and engagement. 58% of consumers want more information about how to conserve energy, how to be more water wise, and how ultimately to save money on their utility bills. And utility executives see consumer education and engagement as a significant gap. 77% say a lack of it is a growing or even urgent concern. And even though utilities have outreach programs today, the world is changing, and the way to engage our customers is different. It's through social media, and it's through more personalized programs. So consumers want to learn more, and utility executives recognize the need. And working together, we can improve that level of customer satisfaction and, of course, being more cost-effective and resourceful. So if we can address the risks and acknowledge that we all have a role and act on it together, we're going to create this better future. And this brings us to our third theme. What does a more resourceful future look like? According to our research, integrating renewables is top of mind for both utilities, executives, and consumers alike. 1/3 of consumers surveyed would like to participate in demand response programs, and consumers are concerned about keeping up with their infrastructure spending. According to our research, when it comes to big data, consumers recognize the importance of it, but nearly 75% have concerns about hacking and privacy. And that is something that we're going to have to address in all of our messaging and communication to our customers. And when it comes to smart cities, there are a host of benefits, but priority from both executives in utilities and consumers was given to efficiency gains and lower costs. Most consumers are ready for smart cities today, and utilities are right there with them. Big data and multi-purpose standards-based network architectures form the foundation of smart cities. As Philip mentioned, network street lighting is a typical starting point for city deployment because it creates a citywide canopy that can accommodate a variety of applications underneath it, like waste and water management, pollution and weather monitoring, digital signage like you'll see on the show floor, ride sharing, and even acoustic sensors to detect automobile accidents and even gunshots. So even though there's some disagreement on who's best positioned to drive resourcefulness, consumers and utilities alike recognize the benefits of smart communities. So ultimately, utilities and consumers both want to move in the same direction, and we both want to live in a more resourceful world and live in smart cities, and we want to make extensive use of renewable sources of energy. We want safer, less wasteful, more efficient, and sustainable communities. And the good news is the future is not just possible, it's already happening with many of you in this room that are deploying these networks, adding these different applications, and participating with us in a conversation about how can we help you create this more resourceful planet. And I think that the other thing that's neat is that a lot of the utilities are positioning themselves for a future in which consumers aren't just customers, but partners. That's a different type of mindset. So I think each of us in this room has the power to create a more resourceful world. And can we do this? Absolutely. And I hope that this week at Itron Utility Week, you'll be able to see the technology, talk to experts, and learn more. Thank you very much.